mismatched panels, but
she's gonna get it.
nothing that's gonna
Dude,
hurt.
that hood is what's like got me sold right now.
Yeah, there she is.
Putting 5.3 on the map.
Exactly. Hopefully.
Oh, it will, for sure.
Junkyard Hyundai motor.
Do the startup. It's cold. It's cold. $350 2G GST that I had just recently picked up. Like I mentioned in the initial video of when I bought it, it had a misfire in cylinder 3, so I just kind of started doing some basic troubleshooting. I obviously can't turn on the car because I haven't put on a turbo yet, and obviously the battery's disconnected and all that. But I went to go take out the spark plugs, and pretty sure I found out why it had a misfire. See if you guys can be the judge of my issue. Here's cylinder 3. Sorry about that. It is literally welded together. So change your plugs, guys. All these issues can be avoided. They are the proper plug, the EPR60S, but as you guys can see, that's not good at all. So chances are that's why I had a misfire. I'm not 100% sure, but that should not be like that. This is what it should look like. And even then, I was running some cheap fuel, a lot of carbon buildup, but for the most part, the other ones don't look too bad. I mean, you can tell that they haven't been changed in a while. So yeah, faulty plug. But I have never seen one look like that before. So, I mean, pretty good indication of what that cause was of the cylinder 3 misfire, coincidentally. I still do have, I mean, as you guys can see, there's just leaks everywhere. I need to really clean it down, degrease it, and I'm gonna do the head gasket, mainly because of this reason here. So you guys look in there, there's a lot of oil in there. All the other ones look really good. So my best guess is that the valve seals are leaking, and that's what's causing that oil, which is causing the smoking issue. That was the initial reason why this car more than likely ended up being so cheap. It's a pretty good sign that I found that plug like that. Lets me know that there's a good chance that cylinder is not dead after all, but I won't know until I pull the head, inspect the cylinder walls. But just want to post a little update. I'm starting to kind of get some free time to work on this until life catches up to me. Then I'm gonna have to take a break again. But I'm gonna be also removing this fender here, and get it ready for when my other one comes in. But figured if I took it off now, I can kind of get an idea as to what's going to be needed. But for the most part, I mean, it lines up pretty good. It's just that dent there that's, you know, needs to get popped out that way. But yeah, just a quick update. And I also scored some goodies for this car, which I will put in this video. Got another screaming deal on some pretty good parts that are going to end up in this car. So yeah, stay tuned. Hey, how's it going, guys? Want to post another video. Just got back from another score. I landed a box of OEM Mitsubishi parts, the full box for $50. Came with the VRSF J pipe, which obviously is not OEM, but it's parts that the guy that was selling it no longer needed. Came with a set of, these are the Evo 560 injectors. 14B that he said came off of his 1G that had 140 or 150,000 miles. Looks great, spins fine, almost no shaft play at all. And he also threw in a rebuilt small 16G. It doesn't have a exhaust housing, but that's easily acquired, so not concerned at all. He had this rebuilt, which is great. Ignore my Christmas gift shopping, but also came with a 2G gauge pod, a little 8-pillar gauge pod, and that's 3 internal wastegates for either a 14B, 16G, or 68 HTA, all compatible. He included the turbo clamp, I guess, for the compressor housing. And let's see, looks like a stock 1G exhaust manifold. It's not cracked, which is impressive, at least on this side. Actually no cracks in general, so really good score. Let's see what else. 2G clear side marker. Not sure if there's another one in there or not, but there's one. This is a stock 1G O2 housing. Threads look good. I mean, for budget turbo setup, that's great. He also included a bag full of OEM bolts, turbo to manifold bolts, some O2 housing bolts, and just some standard 12s. All stuff that can come to use. Also a 2G to 1G MAF connector. So if any of you guys that are watching this have a 1G and want to run a 2G MAF or an Evo MAF, let me know. I'm pretty sure the Evo MAFs and the 2G MAFs are the same. So if you need it, let me know. Got you. K&N filter. I won't have a use for that. It's 1G specific. Awesome. I actually did need these for my GST build. This is a factory oil feed line for the head. Spare 1G. Yeah, that's a 1G fuel pressure regulator. So spare 1G fuel rail. A 14B that looks in pretty good shape. Surprisingly, no broken bolts in there. Set this up here. Yeah, that actually looks really good. Got a little entry turbo for this one. He even included the coolant line to the 14B, which is great because I'm going to need these to install the turbo into the GST that I just picked up. So again, I scored all of this here for $50, which is, in my book, pretty good score. Yeah, I mean, I know some of you guys might think I'm making these prices up, but I can actually send you guys. I mean, I think I might actually post it. I might just blur his Facebook username, but these are all deals I score on Facebook, marketplace, group pages, and I mean, you can't really beat it. $50, and I drove 15 minutes out of my area, so awesome score. So stay tuned for another little update.